Good evening, everybody. How we doing tonight, okay? Kevin talked about all the banners in here, and Julie talked about that too. But the truth is, we don't talk about that very often, except when all our guests come over. If you look around, though, there are a lot of state championships there. There's even a national championship up there. We also received the national championship of sorts last year that's not up there. The Sock Religious Group gave us the award as the #1 Catholic school in the country. Julie was too humble to mention that, so I appreciate that, but I will. With all these banners, though, I guess there's something else that we started this year with. I guess you'd call it a world championship. What a start to the year. We just finished our teachers' professional development. We went back to the dining hall for a watch party for the Paris Olympics, and we saw Cole Hocker win the gold medal. How about that? He mentioned his high school, and I didn't hear any other medal winner mention their high school. And he also said that God carried him across that finish line. So please sit back and enjoy the watch party we had, and go ahead and cheer on like you were there. Well, that's about as good as it gets, isn't it? And as many of you know, Cole is not our first Olympic medalist. Tonight, it's about time that we unveiled signage to celebrate all of Cathedral's Olympians who have answered the call to greatness. And there it is. Let's hear it for Frank McKinney 3 times, Chris Huffins, Emma Prucci, Samantha Pezic, and Cole Hocker. How about that? Well, the excitement of Cole's gold medal, I'm still excited about it, actually. But in a way, it was matched only by the exhilaration that we as a school, part of the Catholic community, felt during the National Eucharistic Revival. We were blessed to be a part of that celebration, and we're keeping that spirit of zeal and of the revival alive throughout this year. This past weekend, one of the great part of my job is we get to go to the University of Notre Dame and have a president's meeting once a year. We were at the LaPorte Retreat Center, and there's 6 Holy Cross schools in the Midwest province. Sunday night about 7:30, Brother Ken announced a special gift, which I've never heard of happening before. He told each of us that we would receive from the Brothers of Holy Cross a gift of $1 million. Yeah. How about that? The gift will be an endowed gift that will help to ensure that the work of integrating our mission into our daily lives will happen forever. So let's hear it for the Brothers of Holy Cross. And while I was up there Saturday night, one of the best things, I think it's like a Catholic Disneyland, is going, that doesn't even give it justice, but to go to the Mass following game, especially when the Irish win, and to see that grotto with every candle lit. It's got to be one of the most magical and special places in the country. Well, we are going to be able to be blessed in the same way, because thanks to a very special gift by the Ryan Hasbrook family, our grotto is almost completed. As you came up the hill tonight, you may have seen it. I think they started to place the limestone stones in this week, and that'll be ready to go in November. What a great place for us to gather, to welcome people in to pray and to honor Our Lady. Let's hear it as a special thank you for Ryan Hasbrook for our grotto. And speaking of blessings, we have been blessed by a very special gift from a good friend of mine, Dan Brunette, class of 70, and his wife, Betsy. They gave us a very generous Educator Investment Award, and last fall, 5 of our educators went on a Holy Cross pilgrimage to Rome, and 6 educators went in the footsteps of Moreau in a pilgrimage in France. Those educators came back and they described the experience as transformative and truly life-changing. And in just a couple weeks, we're going to send 12 more educators on the same pilgrimages. So thank you very much to Dan and Betsy Brunette. I don't think every school does that, but we're Cathedral, right? As we continue to practice our faith with a great zeal, we must also empower greatness for our students. Brunette Park, named for Dan and Betsy, is the home of our baseball and softball teams. The vision for Brunette Park is to create a state-of-the-art, championship-quality turf field for soccer and lacrosse. I'm proud to announce to you tonight that the $2.5 million for that project has been raised, and the facility is on its way and will be open in the summer of 2025. For those of you who are here for the first time and those who have been here many times, I think you'd agree that we have something special here at Cathedral. We have a vision that is amazing and exciting. And as great as 2023 was, we are determined to make 2024 even better. Tonight, those of you who have been blessed with treasure are being asked to be a part of our work here on the Hill. You know, if you think about it, I think it takes a little bit of spine to say that we're doing God's work, because I believe if you're doing God's work, you're going to have to answer for that someday. And I am not afraid of that. So I invite you to join us in doing God's work by investing your energy, your time, and yes, your money in this work in which God has called us to. So be a part of God's work by contributing to Cathedral. Here are a couple ways that you can help us very specifically going forward. A couple of priorities for us are the Health and Wellness Center and a new Performing Arts Center as well. Our show choir program continues to grow, and they need more space. The Iron Mike McGinley weight room and upgrades, we are 52% of the way to the $3.9 million. For our new Performing Arts studio, we're just 17% of the way to get to the $3.2 million. You can help us close both of those gaps, and we'd be very happy to accept that tonight. Also, very importantly to us are the following numbers that I'm going to share with you. From the very beginning, Blessed Basil Moreau made Holy Cross education intentionally socioeconomically diverse. Of our 1,135 students, 512 today receive tuition assistance. 181 of our current students come from households that have an income less than $50,000. And your generosity continues to help us. The kids can't learn hungry. We have 183 students who receive a free breakfast and lunch every day, and often snacks between classes and after school. This is really important to us. It is important for us to be socioeconomically diverse, and the need is always there. From the last school year, 23 and 24, we had almost 5,000 donors. Our Cathedral Fund raised $2.1 million. Our restricted funds raised nearly $3 million. Our events and our sponsorships, a little bit over $1 million. Our student Ignite the Irish fundraiser raised over $300,000. And the Empowering Greatness campaign last year raised $6.5 million. And this is amazing, and it's due to the generosity of our donors. So please give a hand to all of you. And And because we're Cathedral, we know that people are always nibbling at our ankles. We keep moving forward because we have to. We love that it's a competitive school environment on the north side of town, and we'll put our campus and our student experience, our educators, up against any school. So for this year, 24-25, we get to do it all over again. We have a $2,600,000 goal for fundraising, and our budget for this year is dependent on that. It kind of keeps the pressure on for us, you know what I mean? Makes us come to work each day, lace up our shoes, and get to work. And so here's how you can help us in this very special way. Our student fundraiser for this year had a goal of $170,000. Several of you have probably been asked by your students or others. Thank you. We zoomed past that goal and raised $279,000 in our student fundraiser this year. For our events and sponsorships, we're just getting started. We're 23% of the way there. And for our Cathedral Fund, we're over halfway there. So a very important part of what we do to support our Cathedral Fund that helps our students is something called the SGO, or the Scholarship Granting Organization. Funding scholarships come from private charitable donations to qualified scholarship granting organizations. That would be us. Here's a video on how SGO works for our students and for you. Please give your attention to the screen.
What's an SGO? You don't know? Let me take about 90 seconds and explain. SGO is short for Scholarship Granting Organization. It's a state-approved, not-for-profit that collects private donations from individuals and companies. These donations are given back to the school the donor designates to help low- and middle-income students attend the school of their choice. So an SGO is what we call a donation vehicle. Just like people can use many different ways to get to the same place, people can donate to Cathedral in many different ways too. An SGO gives you another choice. And to keep with that same analogy, an SGO is a vehicle that gives you more miles to the gallon. That means you can increase your gift to Cathedral without necessarily spending more out of pocket. You're probably thinking that sounds too good to be true. So let me show you how it works. Let's say you've donated $300 in the past to Cathedral. What would you say if we told you that you could give a $1,000 donation through the SGO for a similar out-of-pocket expense? Here's how. Donations to an SGO are eligible for a 50% Indiana state tax credit, and also to a federal deduction on the remainder of your gift, meaning you might only have an after-tax cost of $350. So while you end up only spending $350, just $50 more than what you usually give, you're actually able to provide $1,000 to Cathedral to support students who might not otherwise be able to attend without your support. And you can donate any amount to an SGO, from as little as a couple of $100s to millions. That means you can increase the number of students who benefit from a Cathedral education while not increasing your out-of-pocket expenses. And that makes everybody happy. You can make your SGO gift by check, online, or by monthly payment. But however you choose to give, remember, a donation to Cathedral through an SGO lets you multiply your gift, magnify our blessings, make a Cathedral education possible for more deserving students. Want to know more? Go to gocathedral.com/SGO and ask your tax professional for details.
To our mission, and I'd like to make this point again here. It is not by accident that Cathedral is the most socioeconomically diverse school around, probably in the state. It honors the tradition of Cathedral High School for 106 years, and it honors the tradition of Blessed Basil Moreau when he started the whole idea of Holy Cross education. We can't do it unless we meet our fundraising goals every year. That is the main purpose of our dinner tonight. I want to share that last year we received over $700,000 in these SGO dollars. These donations go directly to tuition assistance for our students. That's our mission. As you saw the numbers, over 45% of our students receive tuition assistance, and that is also very intentional. Thank you.